Hi everyone, it's Essie here with another fixing up and customization video. I know I've done a lot of these lately, but I finally just kind of broke down and have been buying some boy wigs to turn some of the dolls that we had into boys. That I had been planning to do this for a long time, but just like hadn't actually gotten around to buying the wigs. So I'm finally turning this old Kirsten doll into a boy. We've had this doll for a long time. We had gotten her from for free from a friend of ours one time a long time ago, probably back in like 2012 or something. And we actually, my sister and I, it was my sister's doll before. She ended up giving it to me, but we had fixed it up at one point, got it a new wig so that it looked more like Kirsten. So this wig is still nice, so I want to keep it in good condition if I can. But the doll just isn't in great condition. We don't really use her, so I thought it'd be fun to turn this doll into a boy, because that's kind of what I had planned for it. I actually ordered a wig from Etsy. It's a Monique wig, and it's a blonde one. So I had this idea in my head that I wanted to turn this doll into a blonde-haired boy with freckles and then like the blue eyes, which I'll probably redo the freckles. These are ones I had painted on randomly. I might need to do some face painting on this doll. I'm definitely going to need to tighten the limbs, because especially this arm right here is super loose. And the body is kind of disproportionate because my younger sister had tightened the limbs once and didn't really get the stuffing back in there right. I'm gonna be de-wigging the doll, re-wigging the doll, tightening limbs, cleaning the limbs, possibly some face paint. It's kind of gonna be a lot, and then it's gonna end up being a boy doll. So let's just get right into it, because this could be a long video, and I'm going to start by tightening the limbs. So I'm just going to get right into tightening the limbs. I'm going to just take the head off, pull out all the stuffing, and then I have these hair ties, just got them at Dollar Tree, that I'll be tightening the limbs with. So yeah, I'm just going to get started. So the head came off super easily. I'm just going to pull all of this stuffing out. And if you're doing this, make sure you don't lose any of the stuffing, because you're going to want to get it all back in here. So I got all the stuffing out. As you can see, this poor doll has had so many customizations done. So here's where my sister tightened a limb, but she did not have very good hair ties, and so it didn't really work out very well. And then down here, someone had, I don't think this was us, I had used like a beer cap for, I'm not really sure what you call these, but so this is what it would normally look like, one of these plastic things, and then someone used a beer cap for that. So, but yeah, I'm just going to try to tighten them. Here's another different kind of thing someone used. So anyway, here's the body all without the stuffing. So I'm just going to work on tightening the limbs. So yeah, there are lots of tutorial videos you can watch on how to tighten limbs, but basically, here, I'm going to do one of the legs here. There's this string on here, and you're just going to pull it up as far as you can. Then you're going to take one of these hair bands and tie it around a bunch of times until it's tight. Alright, so I have tightened all the limbs, and I'm now going to work on getting all of the stuffing back in the body. So this is usually quite the process. You can use a spoon to help push it down, but you're just going to want to make sure it's really compact because, yeah, you're going to halfway through wonder how it all fits, but you know, it does, and you want to get it all back in there. So yeah, I'm just going to start with that. So I got the body all stuffed again. I didn't film the whole process just because it takes a long time, but it's all nice and stuffed. It doesn't look as crooked as it did before. And actually, before I put the head on, I'm actually just gonna work on taking off the wig because I just feel like it might almost be easier just taking off the wig when the head is off the body. So I'm gonna put that aside. Oh, I'll quickly show you, like, the limbs got nice and tight, as you can see. So we'll come back to that later, and I'm gonna work on taking off this wig, and I really don't want to ruin it because we did pay money for this wig and we glued it on ourselves and everything, so hopefully it won't be too hard to take off. So I just have this spoon here, and I don't think it's gonna be as hard to get the wig off because we glued it ourselves just with tacky glue. So I'm actually just gonna go around the edge and just try to lift it up because I'll save this wig for another doll sometime. But yes, because it's tacky glue, it's not going to be as hard as it is to get off an American Girl wig that's been glued on, like, by the company. So this is easier to get off for sure. So the wig is off. That was really not hard to get off at all. And I think I'm gonna go work on face paint now before I put it back on the doll, just because I think it'd be easier, and before I put the wig on and everything. So we are gonna go take this head and go see what we can do for face paint. I want to redo the freckles, and the cheeks are kind of scratched up and everything, so we're just gonna kind of redo it all, get it all clean and everything. Okay, so my sister has these really awesome colored pencils that are all like skin tone, so I think I can maybe kind of use these for coloring the face. But first I'm going to take this magic eraser, just clean the whole face, and take off all this paint that we did before because it's all kind of scratched and everything now anyway. So I'm just gonna get started on that. Okay, so I got the paint off the face as best I can. As you can see, there's not much lip color left, and the freckles and rosy cheeks are gone and everything. So I pulled out the pencils that would be like the right colors and stuff, and I'm just gonna basically play around with it and see what I can do. I have a plate here. I had seen someone do a method similar to this. Not quite sure. They had a certain kind of plate that you could just kind of like rub it onto. I might need to get a different plate, but they just like colored it on, and then they just used a paintbrush and some water and would just dab it on. Like, I might actually be able to do it just directly to the face, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna play around with it and see what I can do, and yeah, I'll show you guys what I come up with. So it is now the next morning. I actually kind of spent the rest of last night trying to figure out a way to paint this doll's face. Nothing was really working how I wanted it to, and ended up using, so we actually have Genesis heat set paints that are actually for painting reborn dolls, and you need heat. Normally like you bake it in the oven to get the paint to like set, but we actually were able to just paint the doll and then just use a blow dryer for about 10 minutes on the face, and so now it's like heat set into the vinyl. It's kind of hard to show how it looks, but it looks really nice. My mom actually helped me with it, and we put some freckles on it, and yeah, just added more color because it just didn't have like any color on its face. Also did a little bit of eyebrows, and yeah, so we did that. Comment down below what you guys usually use for painting dolls' faces, because I was not being able to get anything to work. I know some people, I think, just use acrylic paint, but we didn't have any good colors for that, so I didn't try that. But yeah, anyway, this worked fine, but I'm sure most people probably don't just have Genesis heat set paints like on hand. But anyway, the next thing I'm going to be doing now is cleaning the limbs, because they just definitely need to be cleaned. And so yeah, we'll get started on that. So again, I'm just going to be using a magic eraser to clean the limbs. So the limbs are all clean now, so I'm actually just going to put the head back on the body. So I'm just going to do that now. Now that we have the head back on the body, I'm just going to show you the wig that I got. So here it is. Here's the box. It's from Monique. It's the 113 BB, or I don't know however you pronounce that, 20 blonde, size 10 to 11. So that's the wig. I got it off of Etsy, but anyway, here it is. Just has this little tag on it. It's just a really nice blonde color, basically the same exact color as this other wig that was on the doll, but a boy wig. So I'm going to take off this little tag, and I think this wig is small enough that I'm not gonna have to glue it on. I think I'm just going to just be able to put it on, which is kind of nice, because then it's like if you ever wanted to change it or something, then it's not glued on there, because that's how one of my other boys is. So yeah, here's the wig. It's super cute. I can't wait to put it on. Alrighty, we have the reveal. I literally am in love with how he turned out. Yeah, like I've said before, we don't have very many boy clothes, so I just put him in this. But I think he looks so cute. Here's kind of a close-up on his face. His adorable freckles. This is just what I was envisioning. Yeah, I haven't played around with his hair much. So I'm not really sure like what style I'm gonna have his hair be, but I kind of styled it just a little bit there. Don't mind all the mess in the background, by the way. It's all from like working on this doll. Anyway, but I think he looks so, so cute. If you have any name suggestions, let me know. I have a couple name ideas in my head, but I'm just not sure exactly what I want to name him yet. Anyway, I think he's adorable. That's what he looks inside and the back. He's just so cute. I really love him. So he honestly kind of looks like Niall from One Direction, and I already have a Louis from One Direction, but I also had kind of always wanted to name him Joe Woodard, who is a character from one of my favorite childhood books. So like the name Joe would be kind of cute, but we'll see what I end up deciding. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!